You're welcome back. It's time for entertainment, and the entertainment general is here with me, Miss G.
The lady in red.
And the lady in the rainbow colors.
But how are you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. And I hear that there are a lot more stories about Kofi Adjololo.
Exactly. Kofi Adjololo, you know, we heard last week that Lebanon Victoria Mekpa finally walked. She says that she had to take heed to her father's advice that, you know, the age difference was always a problem for her father. So she decided to say bye to Kofi Adjololo. And barely a week after, Kofi has a new girlfriend.
Wow.
Yes, she's called Nikita.
Oh my goodness.
She's 21 years old.
This old man likes fresh blood.
Okay, so Nikita is the name, and Nikita Stevens is the name, and I think that's her. That's her. Yesterday, he was with her on the start.
21 years old.
Yeah, Nikita Stevens.
But he has elderly children, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He does.
Just as old as.
I think so.
So what are they going to call her? Mommy.
Our daddy's
girlfriend.
Wow. I think that is better for. So yes, they had an
interview. Well, I guess they are both adults, so
yes,
I mean, if they both don't have a problem with it, but well, I mean, from his experience with the Lebanon, I don't think this might go.
Well, he says he's disappointed that he won't be able to marry Lebanon, but he doesn't get too fussy about things like this, so he's just taking it cool in his strides. But the thing people are saying is that, is Kofi Adjololo not sure that he wants to make this young one also popular? Because, you know, until he and Lebanon granted Showbiz an interview that they were getting married, people knew her to be one of those girls in movies, but didn't follow her. Yeah. Now she's got a lot of following because of the Adjololo twist and this young one as well. So people are thinking that, okay, maybe...
So remind me again, his new flame, is she an actress?
Well, it's not established that she's an actress, but we hear she's a student. Okay. And so the thing is that once we hear that she begins acting or she steps into showbiz, it means that there's a likelihood of he just picking these young ones and making them popular and then moves on to the next one.
So essentially they're using him as a stepping stone.
Well, maybe he's also getting some benefits. We don't know.
Okay.
Maybe that we don't know for sure. Yes. Okay, so that's the story now. So Nikita is the new girl on board. Bye-bye to Lebanon. Nikita Stevens is the new one on board. Away from that, how about you being... You know, you have two girlfriends, they both get pregnant at the same time, and then you have children, they're of the same age, but you have to settle for one woman.
Oh, wow, that's a tough choice to make.
Well, and then finally, that marriage doesn't work, and you have to go another time, or you have to try marrying another time, or marry another time.
Who did this happen to?
Okay, so that's the story of Shatarako, and he's a dance hall high life artist. You know, he tries to do rendition of the old high life music. Okay. And so that's his story.
Is he in any way related to Shatta Wale?
No. He's just another Shatta. But this time around, he's a Raku Shatta. Okay. So he tells, you know, what he learned from his first marriage. He says if he was a bit patient with his first wife, maybe the marriage will still be working.
Things happen so fast, you know, and the situation I was in that time, I had to like handle things like that, you know, so I had to take care of my two daughters, even though I wasn't married to one of their mothers. Yeah.
So why did you decide to leave that mother?
She decided to leave me.
Why? You didn't have money, you didn't have time for her, you cheated on her. Which of them?
She has her own reasons, you know, and the truth of the matter is I even decided to I mean, after we broke up, I decided to come back to her so that we, patch up again, and it didn't work, you know.
She must have given you some reasons.
She just didn't have any reason. Her reason was that she thinks we will break up again.
Because you're the naughty one?
I wouldn't say that. I'm not a naughty person. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not naughty.
So what lessons did you learn with you from the first encounter with these two ladies, or from your first marriage, that you know you won't repeat in this new one?
Personally, I think that I learned to be a little bit patient with women because they are almost all the same. You know, things that I used to get angry at in the previous marriage, I just overlook them now. Maybe because I'm a little bit more matured and I've experienced, you know, that, because if I tell you what happened or what broke up my first marriage, it's not really any big deal. You know what I mean? So I kind of learned something that you need to be patient with women. You know, that's just it. Yeah.
And that's working.
Yeah, it's working.
But the women, if you say we are all the same,
90%. I mean, from my mom to every woman
what
that I
do we
know.
do that is the same?
Plenty, a lot.
Like?
You know, oh, me fan to or the better. You know, and it will repeat. You know, it's just that. I think that's how they are made, and I mean, you guys are made, and omuchimi omude and all that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So.
Your first experience taught you to be patient in this one.
Yeah, because I think that if I was a little bit patient in the first one, maybe the marriage would have gone on. But I also believe that everything happens for a reason, so it's fine.
Good.
Well, certainly marriage has taught him some lessons, and hopefully, I mean, going into his next relationship.
Now he's married again, so I'm sure that, and he has a baby with the new one. He's married, I think it's just a bit over a year or barely a year since he got married again, and he's relocated to Accra. He used to be based in Kumasi.
Okay.
So I hope that, you know, this one works perfectly. But I'm sure that if you've been following the trends, you realize that Juliet Ibrahim has moved, like, well, that's what we think, to Nigeria. She's virtually every day working from Nigeria, and what's been happening now is that she's been joining Mercy Johnson, you know, for the Globacom something, I don't know, they go around, either it's a music tour, it's a comedy session, and they are hosts. And so in one of the pictures they posted, I think when they went to Calabar in Nigeria, Mercy Johnson posted a video of them, you know, hosting, and she pulled off Juliet's wig, and Juliet also posed of her wig. It was one of the things that they did whilst they were hosting that session, and somebody decided to post beneath that video that she should get married. You know, it was a very derogatory comment the person posted.
Oh, it was to Juliet Ibrahim.
To Juliet Ibrahim, you know, it says that the time she's spending doing this, she could spend it in the church praying for her husband.
Okay.
And Mercy didn't, you know, pity that person at all, like the Nigerians say. She clapped back that seriously. She says, you know, she called the person a fool who is, you know, actually exhibiting his foolishness on social media, and I felt that was a big clapback. Ghanaians won't clap back like that, but this is...
So she really went out in defense of Juliet.
Yeah, Juliet, you know, so... But for those who don't know the story, Juliet has been married before, so she's not somebody that you say... Maybe she's learned some lessons and wants to take her time this time around.
Exactly. What business is it of people to, you know, I mean, demand that people settle down and get married?
I don't know. I don't even know what they stand to benefit if somebody is married. It's not like my husband will bring you food in the morning. I don't know. Seriously, like sometimes I don't get it though. And it's not like when I'm going through tough times, you'll be there to console me. Well, so I don't know. But Juliet is yet to talk. But Mercy Johnson just gave it to that person on Instagram. So talk about domestic violence in Nigeria. Guess who's added his voice?
Who's that?
The son of Pete Edochie.
Okay.
It's called Yul Edochie. Has a very baritone voice. Let's take a listen.
Issues of domestic violence a lot these days. Of course, I don't support it. I would never support it. A man should not hit a woman, no matter what. But at the same time, women also have a very big role to play in making sure that these things don't happen. And that's respect. Respect your husband, no matter what. See, we're Africans. Things are quite different around here. You should respect your husband, even if he doesn't know what he's doing. My father never hit my mom for one day. I mean, all the years I spent, I lived with them as a kid, and I never saw that. My father never ever hit my mother for one day. Not just because my father's a gentleman, but my mom always knew when to zip up. All right, my mom respects my father a lot. She always knows when to zip up. You know, they had a lot of arguments. I mean, it's normal for couples to have arguments. But I noticed something. In the midst of all the arguments, anytime my father's voice goes up, my mom's voice would go down. I repeat, anytime my father's voice goes up, my mom's voice would go down and out. And then the man would pick his keys and leave. These days, a man picks his keys to go out and drink, and the woman will be like, look, you're not going anywhere. Stay here, you coward. Weak man, we'll settle this.
Wow.
It does look like a movie scene, you know.
Yes, it does. But what he says makes a lot of sense, you know.
And I think it's also vice versa. Sometimes the woman's voice will go up. You know, I sounded like a Nigerian already. But
to go up.
yeah,
Don't
no,
worry.
but the man should also try to find his cool at that moment. You know, if we get to handle things that way, because there are days when the woman's voice will go up anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.